Picture this, signing glyphs right outside the Vic to any girl in the world. You can get next to have her and girls all laid back in sweats. Being on stage, collecting those checks. Everything got a price, that's right. What would you give to spend a day in the life? Platinum and ice, champagne flutes. Damn, that sound nice. What it sound like?
Good afternoon, everyone. It is Chris here from the School of Struggle. Absolutely such a pleasure to talk to you guys again today. I know that you took some serious value from the last one because I got all the comments and everything straight to my own socials. Really happy with the response. Thank you so much for leaving your comments on and leaving reviews on the actual iTunes podcast app as well. That's what helps us get more exposure and help us provide more value to more people too. So I'm really grateful for that, and thank you so much. I have a pretty exciting guest today. She's a good friend of mine, and I'm going to start off saying that we've got a giveaway. So if you listen all the way to the end, I need you to listen the whole way to the end to find out what the giveaway is too, right? So she's an international TV presenter for Fox Sports, EA Sports, Fashion TV, Channel 9, and the Daily Mail. She has a diploma in journalism. She's a massive entrepreneur. She's an internationally recognised model. An owner of a charity called Pampas, assisting in increasing the exposure for animal rescue groups in hopes of leading for more adoptions. Owner of a dachshund named Hansel, who I'm absolutely in love with. Just started a new company called Pet Flair, which we'll get a little bit more into later. But for those that don't know who Brittany Bloomer is yet, give us a bit of the story. Talk to us. How are you?
Good. That was a good wrap. I'm Brittany. I'm based in Sydney, Australia. I am primarily a TV presenter, but also the founder of Pampas, which is a charity that rehomes dogs and cats in pounds and rescue centres around Australia. What's unique about Pampas is we're an online search engine which allows you to search whatever breed, age, size or lifestyle match of a pet in rescue centres. So it just makes the adoption process easier. But you may recognise Pet Flair, which has recently gone viral around the world.
It has. That it definitely has.
Literally, I've never seen something blow up just like that.
Yeah, crazy, hey? Crazy.
Experience, yeah, and it's just crazy how that can just happen.
Give us a bit of a rundown on what it is.
So Pet Flair is pretty much custom swimwear. You can get your pet printed on swimsuits, towels, beach bags, or even stickers.
Cool.
And it's just kind of celebrating the companionship we share of our pets, but also raising awareness about Pampas and getting people to adopt instead of shop. Yeah,
of course, which is a huge thing anyway too, you know what I mean? So, and obviously being a dog owner myself, I'm sure that everyone that listens to me hears me talk about my dog all the time, you know what I mean? So, and it's the same with you too, you know what I mean? So it's a massive passion that we both share at the same time too, you know what I mean? What, in the first place, what actually gave you, what drove you to start Pampas?
So I've been involved with animal welfare since really early age, whether it's been volunteering at local shelters or doing fundraisers, speaking out at school assemblies and all of that. But through that process, I kind of realised there wasn't a link for people to find particular breeds when it comes to adopting. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to find a way to link pets to new pet owners and reduce the amount of dogs and cats that get put down per year, because it's a disgusting amount of 250,000 per year.
Yeah.
So by creating this website, it kind of created that link and just made the whole adoption process a lot easier.
Yeah, right. And it's gone quite well for you too, right?
It's been amazing. We've had amazing adoption rehome stories. We're actually meeting up with someone this weekend to film a little documentary about how it's been living with a pet that she's adopted.
Wow.
And this particular pet she adopted was on the urgent death row list.
Right.
And it had a few hours till it was due to get euthanised, and she just came and adopted this beautiful Staffy. And it's so amazing seeing, she's got like an Instagram account where she shares photos.
Oh, right.
So I was like, we've got to do a little story on this.
Yeah. So with that, what's the biggest story or the biggest success story that you've had from Pampas, actually?
I think that's my favourite one.
Yeah?
That one in particular. I think that's why I'm focusing on doing a documentary on this, just because it shows just how powerful the internet and social media can be in terms of connecting people.
Massively, especially when it comes to, like, who doesn't follow an animal page?
Oh, 100%. It's just, everyone likes to see animals. It keeps things light.
That, and it just makes everyone smile too, you know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, who the hell wouldn't, you know what I mean? So, but moving forward, so how did the progression from something like Pampas, which is such a big, beautiful thing for you, you know what I mean? And how did it come from that to Pet Flair? What was the process? Where did you go? Fuck it, we're gonna do this.
Well, Tyler. So I'm involved with Pet Flair with Tyler and Charlie. Tyler owns a swimwear label called Defina Sport. He approached me, and what had happened is he made a swimsuit with his friend's pet in it, and he gave it to her for a birthday present, and she ended up wearing it to the beach, and people were like, "Oh, this is awesome. Where did we get it?" And he was like, "Oh, wow, it's actually getting a good
Traction.
response."
Yeah.
So he approached me and wanted Pampas to come in as just like a donation of money goes to Pampas per sale, but I asked to get involved as a business partner, but instead of money going towards me, I wanted to all go towards Pampas.
Cool.
So that was a great arrangement there, and it's just been amazing pairing the two together.
Cool.
It just harmonises very well together.
Awesome, and obviously it's still in its infancy stages and all this stuff too, right? But what's the response been like? You just said it went viral and
It's
stuff
just
too, you know what I mean?
crazy.
Like, have you had a lot of people contact you about it? Like,
Yes, and I mean...
talk me through the process, because obviously it's interesting for people to hear too.
Well, the first thought I had about this was, look, this can either be a hit or a miss.
Yeah,
It could either
exactly.
be great viral content, or it can be like, what the hell is this? So it was finding the way to kind of make this marketable. We had to get the campaign video to be relatable, funny, cute, and something that would go viral online. So once we nailed that, it was the process of emailing it out to all of these online media articles, TV stations, and just going crazy.
Yeah, I'll make sure that link's in the show notes for everyone to watch too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
definitely. And I think it's so important of just nailing that first PR marketing part of when you do a startup.
Yeah.
Because people want to see it. And
100%.
Yeah.
100%. When it comes down to it, it's the first impression that's going to make anything happen too, you know what I mean? So you can rebrand 10 times over and all this stuff, but that first impression, if you don't nail that, you can sink before you swim, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think
for a lack of a better word when it comes to the swimwear label.
yeah,
Right?
pardon the pun. But it was a good, 400, 500 emails I'd sent out to individual online media listings and whatnot. And I remember the first one we kind of got was, I think it was Mashable or In the Know. And ever since that happened, we just had all these other ones approaching us, and it was just like...
So how many actually helped?
A lot of them. Look, we ended up getting probably about 15 million views online all up.
Which is not small.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I still pinch myself.
Which is not small at all by any means, you know what I mean? So
yeah, the customers have been awesome. They're all massive pet lovers.
Cool.
So I'm having the funnest conversations with them.
I can imagine you would. Hey, I can imagine you would. But with that, what's been the best that you've had? The best response you've had so far from Petflix? Because obviously you had 15 million people watch that with their eyes, right? Like, what was the best response from the most excited person about it? Was it your mum?
My mum actually bought it. She's like, "Have you heard about this?"
There you go.
That's actually me.
There you go. How good's that?
That was cool.
And
how
just
that
for reference,
happens.
I didn't know that either. That just came out perfectly.
But I think my favourite responses are the customers sending me photos of their dogs and party hats, being like, "Oh, is this a cool photo to use?" That's my favourite.
I'm sure you've got some crazy ones of that too, you know what I mean?
Well,
So
the guy from Star Trek, I forget his name, but he did it. I'm not a Star Trek fan.
I know what it is, but I know nothing about it when it comes down to I don't consume much of anything, to be fair.
Yeah.
So,
But that was cool.
wow, cool. So and with that, so take me through the process of, obviously you said why you started it, because obviously someone approached you at the same time too, right? But you've gone from, let's get into what it was. You started a Kickstarter, right?
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know what that is, it's a crowdfunding website where you can actually go and get everyone to put some money in into your idea.
Yeah.
And you put up a certain amount of money that you want to put up. Just tell me how much you asked for.
So Kickstarter, it's a crowdfunding platform.
Yeah.
We asked for 15,000, and this is all or nothing approach.
Yeah.
So what happens if we don't reach our target of 15,000? We have the potential to lose every single person that wanted to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're losing all of that database that was growing. But if you reach a target, then hooray, you get all that database.
Yeah,
and
and so if there's 15,000, it's say it's $1 per one. It's 15,000 emails and for people that you get, just for someone who doesn't understand that, of course.
Yeah, so it's an all or nothing approach, but I think for anyone with a startup, I'd recommend using this. You create a sense of urgency.
Yeah.
And then people kind of course, use that to buy because they want to support.
Yeah.
And you share a personal story, which I think is very important for any business because people want to be on that journey with you.
Correct. Correct. And just for the people out there, you said it went quite well.
Yeah, so we reached our target.
So what the target was 15. So
we reached that in 4 days. And then we went to...
How long was the campaign before?
Oh, a month.
Okay, cool.
And then,
so 4 days you reached 15,000?
Yeah, 15,000, 4 days. And then we had 1 day to go, we were sitting on 98,000. I'm like, oh, come on. We might as well, finish with 100K. That would be so sick.
Wow.
And then some online article just randomly shared us on my last day, and we got up to 108K.
Wow.
Which was sick.
That's unreal. So for that, what was the actual ticket price on each product? So how the database you now have?
Yeah.
How many people?
Oh God, I'm not sure on the top of my head now. But
random figure.
I think it was like 600 orders, or I'm not 100%
That's crazy.
sure, but it says on Kickstarter. But 25% of the profit goes to Pampas,
which is sensational. And I'm not talking about the money
yeah.
wise, but you've now got that many people that you can talk to daily and all this
yeah.
stuff as well. You know what I mean? So for someone that would like to use something like Kickstarter, just the essence of that's fucking sensational.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
great.
it's crazy how quickly something like that can actually go viral and all sort of stuff too. You know what I mean? So that's really exciting. So what's the next step for that?
The next step is production. We've got Charlie and Tyler going to our European factory.
Cool.
They're going to be watching all the swimsuits getting made, making sure it's the best quality.
Yeah.
We want to kind of see what's getting sent out.
And this is a factory that was Charlie, right?
Tyler.
Sorry, Tyler. He already had that set
yeah.
up? Yeah, cool.
So
cool.
they're a great factory.
That's lucky.
Yeah, he's got an ongoing relationship. He trusts them.
Beautiful.
But he's just very passionate about this Kickstarter campaign. He wants to make sure that, this batch is just 100%.
It gets looked after correctly and all of the stuff?
Yeah, happy.
Yeah, of course. And so what's going to be distributed through Petflare? Obviously, like, is the upcoming products or this or that? Or
Oh, yeah. So we've got a lot of things we've been brainstorming. I don't know if I should say, we're going to keep it a surprise. But we're going to do a real fun video to launch it. So
yeah, cool.
Hopefully that will go viral.
The videos make a product too, right? So do you know the Dollar Shave Club?
Yes, yeah.
You know, they were nothing till they made a video, and they made a video for each platform. They made a different video for each platform, and that's what actually made them go viral.
Wow.
Because they made it specifically for the platform. So they did one for Facebook, one for Instagram, and I think they might have one for Twitter as well, because they put a video up on there as well. But if you guys haven't thought of that, maybe do something like that too, so you can actually make it specifically for each platform, so that way it's made.
Well, especially Instagram, you can only be a minute. So
it has to be a minute. It has to be capturing and captivating. Otherwise, people just don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I found it actually has to have captions now too.
Yes, and I've noticed that in Lad Bible, all the videos have captions.
Everything has captions. And did yours? Because obviously it was shared by Lad Bible. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a massive publication, online publication of like a media company that just sort of talk about anything interesting in the world, essentially.
I'm not sure if ours had captions, but every single large online media publication put captions and remade videos of what we did.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's cool they put time in to actually do that. It's
100%.
amazing.
Like, that's genuinely fucking crazy when it comes down to it too. Hey, so like that's really exciting. I'm sure there will actually be like a lot of things that have come out of that for you too. You know what I mean? Like, have any other opportunities come up since then?
I've been getting a lot of speaking roles, so
cool.
which is cool because I get to just,
which you do anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
just to share like from a business perspective.
Yeah.
And to share advice, and I'm so passionate about that. So I get really excited talking about it. I'm talking at Myriad next year, which is in May next year, and it's an event for startup and investors. So it would just be an amazing opportunity to kind of, maybe expand Petflare.
Expand the people's minds in there and all the stuff on how you can actually make a difference for their small business at the same time too, which is really fucking interesting, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why, like, half the reason I do this podcast is to give people free content on how to do that too, you know what I mean? So, because the amount of people that do it and they fuck up, it's not good.
Yeah.
But that's super cool. But let's delve into a little bit more about you specifically too. You know what I mean? So I did say that you're a TV presenter, and obviously you went to, was it Korea?
Yeah. So
talk to me about that. Like, you're over there presenting on TV over there. So like, how did that come about? And fuck, like what?
There's been a few different stints, but the Korea, I had a job there because what I was doing was video packages. So
cool.
I set up a camera on a tripod and I film myself going to all these pageants, and I interview all the contestants, and it's a real fun work trip because I get to meet girls all over the world, make friends, and then document it all.
Who can now wear clothing of yours.
Yeah. Exactly that too. It all links together.
100%.
But I never thought I'd be in Korea, and now I've been there,
that's crazy, hey? That's crazy. That's crazy. And how did you come about that?
So that was a video package that I set up, and I pitched to pageants around the world. So.
Right, I apologise.
Yeah,
that's really cool too, though, right? And obviously, the reason I asked why and how at the same time too is because, like, it's interesting for people to hear if you've done something like that and you're getting flown around the world to do shit like that, how you did that. Obviously, it's because you hustled.
And I think being a TV presenter as well, you can't wait for production companies or TV stations to pick you up. And I've learned that. And so you just teach yourself how to film, teach yourself how to edit it, and just make up your own content.
And fuck, it's really hard to do that now too. There's nothing free out there that can help you except for Google. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, Google, online forums, YouTube. It's good.
Mate, it's amazing. Like the essence of Google within itself. If there's nothing, if something you don't know, just go do that. Yeah. Because you'll know it in fucking 5 minutes, and you know exactly how to do it too.
Yeah,
you know
I'm so passionate about that.
Yeah, 100%. So like, obviously, you've had other opportunities in that space too, and like, what's been the most amazing for you? But this can be done, like, said in a different way. What's been the most amazing for you that you've had to work the hardest for?
In terms of presenting,
Yeah.
so the presenting gig would definitely be Brumbies TV.
Yeah.
I was doing the rugby union, so
Cool.
presenting pre and post game.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about rugby then, so I had to watch all the rugby games with my dad while he's commentating, and he
Yeah.
was just teaching me from scratch.
Yeah, right.
And when you kind of go into that world and you've got to use all like the terminology and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
like the nicknames for all of them, you got to just make sure that it's
You sort of have to live it for a
correct.
while, hey?
Yeah,
You have to live it.
That's it. You don't want to
Yeah.
say the wrong thing. Like, I remember, for example, when I was doing Fox Sports for water polo, imagine saying in an interview, "Oh, you scored a try." It just doesn't work like that. You can't screw that stuff up. So that was.
Well, you can, you just don't get a job again.
Yeah, exactly. And you're labelled as an idiot. So that was so important to me to make sure that like the research was done, and yeah, it's just that was I grew a lot from that job, and I worked with an amazing team, and
Cool.
I really enjoyed it.
That's unreal, and obviously did that get you more opportunities later on too?
Yeah.
I
but
I feel like every new one opens up another door for you, right?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And it's, always going to stuff 110%.
Yeah.
And then you'll get amazing results.
What's the biggest lesson you've had to learn from all that?
Oh, God.
This is just from my knowledge, because that interests me.
Biggest lesson, I think it's something just as basic as just learning to memorize. I'm taking it from a perspective of TV presenting.
Yeah.
Memorization's key.
Yeah.
Also, networking is key.
Yeah.
Never underestimate the power of networking. Even if it's a simple coffee or whatever. There's always opportunities.
Catch up.
Anywhere. Yeah.
Like the conversation we had before this, we just spitballed ideas for like half an hour, and like we both taken away from that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's so much power in networking, and
100%.
Yeah, it's very valuable. I never realised that until I got into this industry, and as soon as I took that on, the results have been amazing.
It's crazy, hey? It's crazy, and obviously, like the power of networking. If you aren't doing it, you need to. Obviously, that's the first thing. But you just get that one conversation at the right time with the right person, and it change your fucking life.
I used to sit behind my computer and just send out emails to all these production companies like,
Doesn't
give me a job, give me a job. Does not work.
Doesn't
You
work.
gotta get out
You actually
there,
have to go and
meet
chat to people at the same time too. Pick the phone up. Fucking get on, like get them on the phone. If you can get them on the phone and just capture them for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, 100%.
Then at least your name's in their face at the same time too. You know what I mean? And I find a lot of people like I'm doing with that project. I said myself, I'm sending out 100 care packages before I contact them.
Yeah.
Just so I've already got. They've already got a good taste in their mouth about me, without even knowing who I am yet. You know what I mean? So smart. You have to. So that when they link it when I speak, I'm like, oh fuck, it makes sense now.
Yeah,
I'll do that. I'll do
approach.
that. Well, it's just a non-invasive approach because you're going to be as low investment of invasion because no one wants to be spoken to anymore.
Yeah.
How often do you look at your phone and go, I don't want to answer that?
Oh.
Everyone does it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how many times do you do that, you know what I mean? So, but if someone sends you something as a care package prior to that...
You're like, oh, how lovely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You almost feel like you have to answer the fucking phone.
Yeah. That's an interesting approach from the topic in regards to approaching influencers to promote your brand and your product.
100%.
It's like, what is the best approach in terms of doing this? Like, do you ask them up front? Or do you just send it to them and just hope they post?
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't
tough
work.
One,
I don't think just sending it to them is the best way to do it, in all honesty. You want to have some form of communication with them first. Because you get stuff like a fair bit yourself. How do you like it being done?
Look, I think I'll always understand a business from perspective if they're starting up, and I will respect that and always try to help them out. But if it's not aligned with my brand, we haven't done the research.
Well, 100%. You want to make sure it's aligned with the brand, because otherwise you just make yourself look like an idiot.
It's like, what? I can't post this.
Well, no, you're a pescatarian, right? So. But that's super cool, you know what I mean? So, okay, so let's get back on track almost. With all of it happening, because obviously, how many things are you doing every day? It's like 7 different things, right? So,
I'm working on lots of different projects.
Yeah.
But as we discussed before, our personality type's very high energy.
Yeah, 100%. If we're not, and how hard is it for a high energy person like yourself and I to just stick to one?
I couldn't. I couldn't. Then I have to take on
you have to take on 7 things at a time, almost just.
Find things to take on.
100%. If you have free time, you fill it.
Yeah. So I enjoyed working on lots of different things, and I get the buzz of it all, especially if it's personal projects.
Yeah.
Get the milestones you reach. That
100%.
buzz. Oh, it's great.
100%. And I found a good strategy on that too, because I found like I said before, I had that little freak out last night, right? So then I've got that much shit on, I just need to fix my brain somehow.
Yeah. Put it
and I chucked it all onto a whiteboard, and because it would like I said, 7 different columns of different things, and it just came out to like 10 tasks in each thing. That's 70 tasks.
Shit.
That I'm trying to manage in my head. I'm like, That's why my head hurts. Okay,
Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense now.
But
It makes a lot of
as soon as
sense.
you just, jot it out. It just provides clarity.
For that, but the other thing I found that actually helps heaps is actually prioritising them 1 till 10.
Yeah, they say to do that actually. I've read
Mate,
that
I found
yeah.
that's amazing. Prioritising it 1 till 10 and then actually going from, and then picking the ones out of all of them, and that's what
Yeah.
you do the next day.
Yeah.
But sometimes I find that hard. If it's the most important,
Yeah.
it's almost a hard thing to do too. So sometimes you start with 2s because
Yeah.
they're easier. It's not as important.
And it's also
Gets you on a roll.
The thought of things always seem a lot worse than they actually are.
Oh,
As soon as you start
100%.
doing it, you're like, oh, isn't that bad?
I told you this morning my head was screwed. I did
Yeah.
now I'm fine.
Yeah, you're like, oh, all that for nothing.
But I got so much shit done today too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's because I structured it so well at the same
Time
time as well.
management.
100%. But bit of a tangent there. With all this so much happening, how do you stay focused? Because you just said so energy, you feel so much in all to the
Yeah.
same. Like, how do you stay focused on so many different things?
I definitely think writing down a list.
Yeah.
That is just key.
Yeah.
Learning how to do time management. That is very, very important. But I think, as I mentioned before, with like personal milestones and feeling of success, that's what helps me keep focused because
Yeah.
I want to get to that next buzz. I want to reach a next milestone.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of for myself, like the feeling of success.
100%.
Focus
It's something that if you can master, it's almost like a gratitude thing too, right? And actually making sure that every milestone that you see, you want to be grateful for as well. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, what's it worth?
Exactly.
Like, why are you doing it in the first place? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, cool. That's awesome. Rolling off that, like, how do you balance wanting to grow and achieve more and being grateful for what you already have? Like, how do you balance that? Is there a specific way that you do it yourself, or?
So how do I focus?
So how do you balance wanting to grow more and achieve? Like constantly you're a go-getter and all this stuff with actually being grateful for everything you already do. Like do you practice gratitude daily? Is it a specific way that
right.
you do it or?
Well, look, when I'm like I always in the morning I always go for a walk.
Yeah.
And that's time to reflect and like view what I want to do that day. But it
Yeah.
also is of course reflecting on what I've achieved and what I'm grateful for.
Correct.
But in terms of moving forward and focusing on new things, I find our access to social media is a big drive in
Yeah.
wanting to start new things because
Yeah.
we're constantly bombarded with like the successes of our friends and just seeing all these entrepreneurs are doing new things, which motivates. I don't know about you, but myself, I'm like,
Oh, it does,
I
100%,
want something different, I want to do
100%.
something new. This is cool. So we have access to this great
One platform that can
Yeah.
actually change fucking your perspective on everything, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
I find a lot of people see it as a negative. They're like, oh, I want to delete my social.
Well, that's what I was saying. As much as we like can waste time just scrolling through, like
I want to delete my social, this is that. But if you look at it in the right way, I think you can take some great fucking value from it all the time too, right?
100%.
Like,
Well, Instagram, I've unfollowed all of this kind of narcissist, influencer kind of vibe, and
Yeah.
instead I'm following motivational quotes,
Yeah.
puppies of course, and all that kind of thing.
yeah.
So it helps when you kind of filter your Instagram and your social media, so you're actually looking at good stuff instead of just always.
Well, I think it
crap
says
stuff.
positive reinforcement on everything, right? You want to make sure that everything you look at is giving you the right sort of energy to make sure you can keep going forward in any space too, right? Like, what didn't I just say before? I got a text from someone saying, you're really sure of yourself. And I said, yeah, but if I'm fucking not, who's going to be?
Oh, 100%. That's a mindset that you need to have as well being in this game.
100%.
So-
Especially when you're working for yourself and trying to crush things on your own, you need to be there.
Yeah.
You need to be there.
Definitely.
So with that, what motivates you? Why do you do all this?
Success.
Success?
The milestone feeling.
But what's success for you? You know what I mean?
It's
Like
the
that's so
feeling-
different for everyone.
Yeah, I think it's a feeling of like, yes, I've done this, I've achieved
Yeah.
this. Little milestones, and treating myself knowing that, like, yeah, I've reached this milestone.
Yeah.
Pat on the back.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. I get such a high off that. Like,
Makes a massive difference just
Yeah.
to your own like personal perception of things at the same time too, right? Like
it's I think it's exactly.
out of all your accomplishments that you've done so far, what excites you the most and why?
Pampas.
Pampas? Okay, cool.
Ever since I was a young girl, like I knew that this is what I want to do. I want to
Yeah.
be involved with animal welfare.
Yeah.
And just seeing how much it's grown and how many happy rehome stories and that is what I couldn't be happier with that.
Yeah,
It's a passion project, which is just
That's
yeah.
unreal. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. And look, have you got any advice for any young entrepreneurs that are out there trying to crush it?
Don't underestimate the power of social media.
Yeah.
Like, we have access to this free platform.
Yeah.
Use the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just amazing what you can do on it. It can transform a business, as was demonstrated with Pet Flare.
Yeah, 100%.
Just use and get access to Google, like the online forums. And
100%.
another thing as well for startups is don't hesitate with, you should definitely approach the New South Wales government for startups too.
Yep.
I've always kind of never thought to do it, but they're looking to help. They're looking to give grants.
Yeah, right.
Never underestimate that too. So
Have you personally tried that?
I was speaking to the New South Wales Commissioner for Small Businesses the other day, and she was explaining that they're looking for projects.
Wow.
An example in the Queensland government is they're granting 100K to adults between the ages of, I think it was 20 and 24, to
Right.
relocate to Queensland and work on their startup.
Wow.
So there's amazing projects out there for people if they're looking.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, you could go work in your startup in Queensland, sunbake, and, you know, do your thing and get a grant.
That's fucking crazy.
There's a lot out
honestly.
there
Hey,
supporting startups.
That's unreal. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So but on that, what's next for you? Obviously, you've got the pet food and all that stuff. That's going to be the project that you're going to do the most right now.
That's the dream job. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Pound Paws and Pet Flair, like that's just
You're
a
happy with
dream.
that?
Yeah. But I am working on, as I mentioned before, Myriad next year, and it'll be sick. It's
Okay, cool.
good for startups and people that are looking to invest. So it'd be good to keep in this kind of realm of it all. And
Yeah, of course. Especially if you can stay within that and just keep your network tight, you'll do really well in that space as well.
I'm really looking forward to networking, and
really
it's
exciting. Especially that event you're talking about. That'll be great for you.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be great for you.
Yeah, and I think for anyone doing startups too, it would be a good one to get involved with.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, like I can't actually fucking say enough for the networking part. You need to. You need to. With that, look, thank you so much for that too. And obviously, like I said, we did say at the end of it we'd give some from a giveaway. And I'm sorry in the first place for how loud this has just gotten at the same time too. Hey. So Pet Flair, obviously the new kid on the block, massive thing. We're going to give anyone who we're going to pick a winner, and the person who wins it, we're going to give any item they want from Pet Flair, right?
So you can pick whatever you want, and all you got to do is send us a picture of your pet, whether it's a cat, dog, a rabbit, horse, and we will custom design you a swimsuit or a towel or a beach bag, whatever you want.
That's unreal. Thank you so much for that too. And on that, is there anything else you have left to say?
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. As per usual, do me a massive favour. If you can just leave a comment or a review on this, just to make sure that we can get more value to more people at any time, that would be the most amazing thing. And I hope you guys have an amazing afternoon. Never settle.